Judge, Your Honor, may we approach one moment?
Sure, go ahead and have a seat on the witness stand. Come on up. All right, I'm going to ask the media not to broadcast the photographs of this particular witness, okay? Thank you. All right, you may proceed.
Please state your full name for the record.
Oh, I got to swear you in, or clerk does, sorry.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Please state your full name for the record.
Kent Stevenson, Jr.
How are you employed?
I am a fingerprint technician with the Tampa Police Department.
How long have you been with the Tampa Police Department?
Just over 3 years.
And back on June 23rd of 2024, what was your position?
I was a crime scene technician 1 with the Tampa Police Department.
How long had you been a crime scene technician 1 with Tampa Police Department on June 23rd of 2024?
About 5 months at that point.
What sort of training and education did you receive in order to get that position?
I have a associate's in science and criminology and a certification in crime scene technology from the Hillsborough Community College.
And while you are working in that unit with the Tampa Police Department, are you getting on-the-job training?
Yes, I received on-the-job training during those 5 months.
During that time period, did you have a supervisor that was working with you?
I did.
What were your responsibilities and duties as a crime scene technician 1?
I was to respond out to a crime scene, take photos, document it, and collect evidence if needed.
In reference to a homicide case, do you work along with a homicide detective as to what sort of evidence needs to be collected and documented?
We do.
Did you respond to 3751 Fowler Ave, the Holiday Inn, on June 23rd of 2024?
Yes.
Do you remember approximately what time you responded to that location?
May I check my notes?
Yes, so that'll help refresh your recollection.
We responded at 7:11 a.m.
Who was your supervisor at the time?
It was Matthew Evans.
And did you have the assistance of other crime scene technicians assisting you at this particular crime scene?
Yes.
Who-
Supervisor Evans was there with me, as well as my trainer, Kristen Cruz.
What were you tasked with to do specifically at the Holiday Inn?
My supervisor told me I would only be taking photos of this particular scene, and that is all I did.
I'm going to show you some photos. Did you also take photos of the other hotel, Home2 Suites?
Hey, check my notes.
Yes.
Yes.
And was one of those room 430
Yes.
and 432?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification, States Exhibit 2018. At this time, we'd enter into evidence States Exhibits 20A through P. Any objection?
No objection.
Admitted. Sir, were you asked to document different bullet strikes that occurred in those 2 rooms?
Yes.
When you were doing that, had the guest already been removed from the rooms?
I don't recall completely. One of them still had people in there.
Okay. Let me ask you what is being documented in 430. I'm sorry, State's Exhibit 20A.
Yes, that's the door plate, the room 430.
State's Exhibit 20B.
The interior of the room.
And is there any guests that are present in these photographs?
No.
20C.
That's the interior of the room.
I'm going to show you a close-up. 20D, is that same wall that is behind the bed? And let me blow this up a little bit. What are you trying to document in this photograph?
Some image to the wall.
20E.
That is a close-up with a scale put in the wall.
And then I'm going to show you 20G.
This image should be a window in the same room on the interior side.
And then is 20F that same photograph but with the blinds down?
Yeah.
And then 20H.
That's another full impact in the window.
Right. 20I. Is this another hotel room that you were asked to document damage of bullet strikes?
This is room 432.
What are you documenting in 20J?
It's the interior of the room from the front entrance.
20K.
Another shot of the interior of the room.
And then 20L.
It's an evidence marker showing the damage of the wall just above it.
And that evident marker number 70.
Yes.
And is what's in 20M?
Some mid-range photo, evidence marker 70 showing the damage to the wall.
_20N.
And a close-up of that damage to the wall.
20O.
This damage should be ceiling above evidence marker 70. And a close-up of that same damage.
20P. Is that correct for the record?
Yes.
Sir, what other areas did you photograph at that crime scene? I know that there were 2 hotels, Home2 Suites, as well as the Holiday Inn.
I also photographed some of the vehicles near those buildings as well as parts of the parking lot around me.
Sir, did you also take photographs of the shell casings, the 9mm shell casings, and where they were located?
Yes, I took photos for this.
When, after you took the photos, who collected them?
My trainer did.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification, State's Exhibit number 14. Sir, after you were done photographing them, did your supervisor, Kristen Cruz, did she package all of the shell casings and then put them in envelopes?
Some of them were placed on envelopes.
Okay. What happened to some of the other ones?
Some of the other ones were placed in some packaging given to us by ATF or the.
And
Mr.
is that-
Steve, I'm sorry, you're just a little bit soft-spoken, so make sure you're speaking into the microphone, because I'm seated next to you and I'm having trouble hearing you.
I'll ask you again, how were some of the 9mm shell casings packaged?
Some were packaged in envelopes like this, and some were placed in a small vial.
Why were they placed in a small vial?
It was to keep the integrity of any DNA evidence that may be on them.
And is that special packaging provided to you from ATF in order to preserve that type of evidence?
Yes.
And you said after you photographed the shell casings, your supervisor, Kristen Cruz, packaged them. Is that correct?
Yes, she did.
And how long had you worked with Kristen Cruz?
It's quite about 2 months.
Okay. And do you recognize her initials and her handwriting?
I did.
And after an evidence is collected, what is the standard procedure for crime scene technicians to package it?
For the casings, it will be placed in gauze and then placed into the envelope. After that, it's either secured in one of our cabinets or placed with the evidence section.
Does the crime scene technician document the location and the evidence marker where each particular shell casing comes from?
Yes.
And is that in order to be able to identify it at another time?
Yes, to show where it was.
And State's Exhibit number 14, do you recognize the handwriting on that package?
I did.
Are there other seals and other markings on that particular item after it goes to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to be tested?
Yes.
And is it then initialed by whoever opens the package and sealed again with initials being added on it?
Yes.
But you recognize your supervisor, Kristen Cruz, handwriting and her initials when she originally packaged the item, is that correct?
Yes.
What is the evidence marker that that particular 9mm shell casing is located at?
Evidence marker number 62.
Your Honor, at this time, we would introduce into evidence State's Exhibit number 14.
Any objection?
No objection.
Admitted?
Sir, can you go ahead and open it and take a look inside?
You-
Do you have any
Scissors?
scissors?
Yeah, it's,
I don't, but the clerk might.
Thank you. Did you go ahead and take a look inside?
yes.
Is that one of the 9mm, is that the 9mm shell casing that was located at that evidence marker 62?
Yes.
And what, for evidence markers for the 9mm shell casings, is that the last evidence marker denoting all of those shell casings that were taken into evidence?
Yes.
So that's what was photographed and collected at evidence marker number 62?
Yes.
Then I'm going to show you what's already been placed into evidence. State's Exhibit 13A. What are these yellow cones that are on the street?
Sir, evidence markers 59, 60, 61, and 62.
And at each one of these evidence markers, 59, 60, 61, 62, those are some of the 9mm shell casings that were located at the crime scene. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you also take close-ups of each individual shell casing at each of those evidence markers?
Yes.
What are you documenting in State's Exhibit 13B?
It's a shell casing near evidence marker 59.
Then do you also take a photograph of the shell casing itself in 13C?
Yes, that's a close-up.
And do you do that meticulously for each and every shell casing that is at the scene?
Yes.
I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 13D. What are you documenting there?
Shell casing next to evidence marker 60.
State Exhibit 13E.
A close-up of that casing.
State Exhibit number 13F.
A casing next to evidence marker 61.
State Exhibit 13G.
A close-up of that casing.
And then State Exhibit 62.
A casing next to evidence marker 62.
And is that the shell casing, the location of the shell casing that we've introduced into evidence here today?
Yes.
And State's Exhibit 13I.
A close-up of that casing.
There were numerous shell casings that were located in that crime scene. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Were there also other items such as fragments and projectiles?
Yes.
Approximately how many photographs did you take of the crime scene that day, if you can tell us?
918.
And was that to, what sort of things were you documenting other than the projectiles and fragments and stuff of that nature?
Any damage left by those fragments, vehicles damaged, the buildings that were damaged, the rooms that were damaged, as well as the decedent.
And you mentioned some of the vehicles. You're the one that actually took all those photographs, is that correct?
Yes.
And I'm not going to show you all the photographs because the crime scene detective has already testified to them, but I just want to go over a few. 16A, is that one of the photographs where you were documenting some of the damage that occurred?
Yes,
Did you also document the interior of the vehicles?
I did.
I'm going to show you 16C. Again, is that a close-up of one of the bullet holes that went into the van?
Yes.
Or the SUV, I apologize.
Yes, the bullet hole is down by the Q on the license plate.
Did you also document the damage that was inside of the vehicle, 16H?
Yes.
And can you show us where the damage is in 16H?
In the center of the photo on the hand cart.
Do you know how many vehicles had damaged bullet strikes at that location?
I do not recall.
Okay. Was it more than 2 or 3?
Yes.
And did you also take photographs of the vehicle that contained the victim's body?
Yes.
And were there numerous photographs taken of all of the damage and bullet strikes to that particular vehicle?
Yes.
Did you also document the other vehicle that was stopped near the victim's vehicle, the black Dodge Charger?
Yes.
And you said that you were only tasked with documenting the crime scene with photographs. Is that correct?
Yes.
You had assistance with other crime scene technicians to actually impound all of the evidence in the case. Is that correct?
Yes.
All of the 9mm shell casings that were located were collected and impounded and put into evidence. Is that correct?
Yes.
What about all of the fragments and the projectiles and any sort of jacketing that was located?
Those were also collected.
Were there areas of blood that were swabbed by DNA, for DNA?
Yes.
And was that done by another crime scene technician with your office?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I have one moment? Your Honor, at this time, we would pass the witness.
Ross?
Yes, yes, sir.
You took a lot of photos in relation to this crime, is that correct?
Yes.
918 to be exact?
Yes.
But you also, when you took some of those photos, you used gloves, right?
Yes.
Why do you use gloves when you collect evidence?
In order to not transfer my DNA onto the evidence.
So it's to preserve the evidence,
Yes.
the integrity of the evidence?
Yes.
You don't want to transfer your fingerprints to any evidence, right?
Yes.
You don't want to transfer any of your DNA to any of the evidence, right?
Yes.
So when you're picking up casings from off the ground, how many casings did you pick up?
30 casings.
You picked up 30 casings off the ground?
I didn't. My trainer did.
So your trainer picked them up and you took the photo?
Yes.
Your trainer was Kristen Cruz?
Yes.
And showing what's in evidence is State's Exhibit 13C. So the one handling the casing, the one with the white glove, that's you or Kristen Cruz?
That's my trainer, Kristen Cruz.
Okay. So she handled all of the casings,
Yes.
including this one and 13I?
Yes.
All right. And she also wears gloves to protect the integrity of the evidence, right?
She does.
She's wearing gloves so that she doesn't transfer her DNA onto the casing, correct?
Yes.
And she doesn't want to transfer her fingerprints to the casing, correct?
Yes.
That's because at some point you all may analyze these casings to figure out whether there's DNA from some other person on the casing, right?
Yes.
Same thing for fingerprints. Some point you may want to analyze this casing to see whether there's any fingerprint on the casing, correct?
Yes.
All right. And did any of these casings go to ATF?
I believe some of them did.
Some of them? The majority of them?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
I didn't handle the evidence. I don't know who was transferred.
Okay. Why did they go to ATF, the casings? You know.
The agents were there with us that day, and I'm aware that they took some of them with them.
You said the agents. You mean the federal agents from ATF were there on the scene that day?
Yes.
And they came in and they took some of the evidence?
Yes.
All right. Did you personally lift any fingerprints from the casings?
No.
Did you have anything to do with DNA testing? Swabbing on the casings?
No.
Did you lift any fingerprints from any evidence?
No.
Did you do any DNA swabbing on any evidence?
No.
So your job was solely to take the pictures, the 918 pictures that you took,
Correct.
and you didn't even physically handle any of the evidence?
Correct.
No further questions.
Okay, redirect.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Stevenson, is it part of your responsibilities as a crime scene technician to make any sort of decisions with regards to testing for DNA?
No.
Is it part of your responsibility to submit any sort of fingerprints for analysis by a fingerprint examiner?
Yes.
Did you do that in this particular case?
I did not.
Were you asked to do that in this particular case?
No.
Would those decisions and directions come from the detectives in the homicide unit responsible for this particular case?
Go ahead.
Were those decisions, would they be submitted to you by homicide detectives responsible for this particular homicide?
They can't be.
Okay. Could it come from other sources as well?
My supervisor could have directed me, and one of my trainers could have directed me to.
Okay. But you weren't asked to do that in this particular case, is that correct?
Correct.
And you're not aware of whether or not that was done or not by the federal agents in this particular case?
Correct.
All right. I have nothing further, Judge.
All right, may this witness be excused?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. Free to go.